right. It's 10:28. It's October 28th, 2021, 7:19 p.m. I almost said 10:28. That would have been weird, I think. A little too robotic. What was I gonna say? I was lucky enough to buy a PS5. Lucky enough there. Or maybe dumb enough to buy a PS5 now, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Uh, I had to buy a bundle. It was one of the easier ones to buy, and it came with what are these two games here? Ghost of Tsushima, which is about Asian guy who is a warrior who's alone or something, and no, that game is actually not. I played a couple of minutes of it, about maybe an hour or so. That's kind of a couple of minutes, about 60 minutes. Um, Game is fun. I think I like games like that are. I mean, there's a possibility of buying, or I guess with PS Plus, what is that? The Wasteland Fallout. Yeah, but maybe I don't know. It's a free game on there, and it came out with Far Cry 6, which is about the Gus Fring guy from Breaking Bad who has a son who hates his dad. I think I was getting into it, but it was a little not slow, but if I'm gonna play a shooter game, it has to be either like Fallout, I think, which I've never played, so how would I know? Or was it? Is it Bioshock or what is it? What's the other one? Borderlands. Borderlands is fun. Um, or like Call of Duty or something, because those I can get into. Otherwise, I do find it. Um, they just don't do it right. I don't know. Splinter Cell has a theme to it, but I don't know. I remember playing Splinter Cell and I was no good at it. I would always, uh, I wouldn't try to be sneaky. I think I was too young to play it. I didn't understand the concept of that you're an assassin or you work for the government or whatever. I didn't pay attention. And then you have to, creep around and you gotta. Apparently, if you do that one move where you put your arm or your elbow over someone's neck and you drag them, eventually they go to sleep. That's how I learned about that move. I'd just play games and they go, oh, I guess that's how you do it, I suppose. You just put your arm around someone and then they pass out. And apparently it's quick, according to Splinter Cell. Um, but it was no good. I would just go on shootouts against people. In Splinter Cell, and you're not supposed to do that, and so I would constantly die, and it was pretty awful. And I never got too far. And this was on the Xbox, which I'd never played. I forgot how we got our hands on it. I think we just paid it, but bought it. I was not particularly patient. I think as a kid for that game. Which reminds me of the guy from Metal Gear Solid, who's is Snake. Is that his name? Is that his weird ass name, Snake? Um, I imagine people like that exist are in the military and they can't tell people that they're in the military. What do they do? What do they tell people? What they do for jobs? You know, I just ran out of water. I we'll see. Um, what could they tell people? What could they? Nine day Jade Raymond. Man, Splinter Cell. None of those games. I could never do a game like that again. I think. I do like the occasional Call of, Call of Duty mission where you're a sniper and you have to be really quiet. Those are fun because they end pretty soon. But other ones are hard to get through. I think these Splinter Cell games. Because you have to be who plays a game. You know what I want to play? I want to play a game where I have to be really silent, and if I make a mistake, the mission's over, and this game is 10 hours long. Who does that? Who wants that? And No, this game is wow, too long. Um, I can't. Oops, all right. What were other games? Borderlands was pretty fun. It was a little cartoony, but it was a long map, and I guess if you have a big map, you get to have bad graphics, or I guess, which I think is a fair trade-off. People who play those kind of games are just in it for time. That's maybe one of the draws of the game. Oh, it's gonna take up 100 hours of my life. Perfect. That's what I want. With chunks of hours and hours of at a time. This is why you want this game with hundreds of hours of gameplay. Wow. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's the one reason I don't want to get into Fallout is that you have to walk, and the only reason for the walking is that it's supposed to feel realistic that you're in a wasteland with nothing else there, and you're supposed to just be there. That's the point, you know. But people like it. That's it's not for me, and I've never played it either. But it's not for me. I was thinking about this one thing that people say. People say you have to prepare for the worst, which I guess is helpful. I guess it's a good way, I think, to go about life, or not even life. I think just about. It's a good thing to say when things are bad. When someone tells you a bad thing, and you go, "How the hell do I get out of this? How do I just continue this conversation as a person?" I think that's why cliches are great because they go, I get to use this cliche and they understand what I'm trying to do and then they'll leave me alone. That's perfect. One of the, and so I've been thinking about this phrase. What does it say? Yeah, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, or, right. I haven't been thinking about it too long. I've been thinking about it today, really. Um, I mean, next time someone says that, maybe just say, and we all die. That's the worst thing that can happen. Which is a weird thing to say, but the people who don't react to that are just always thinking about death. Maybe. All right, here we go. I've never seen Machina. What is it? I Machina or something? I know it's not. Doge Machina. There we go. Not Doge Machina. That would be a funny meme. Doge Machina. That would be funny. Uh, yeah. What are those Machina? Movie? Ex Machina. Fuck. Oh my god. Ex Machina. Oh my. Ah. And it's recorded too. I'm not gonna skip that part. It's on Showtime. This is with Alicia Vikander. Um, she's just the face. That's what she plays. All right, let's try and get some quotes from that movie, Dosis Machina. Let me turn on the fan really quick. Um, what are some quotes from Dosis Ex Machina? Quotes. Movie. Apparently, there's a book for the people who uh, want to read books about Ex Machina. There's a whole fucking exchange on here. We don't need AIs to destroy us. We have our own arrogance. Oh wow! Did I get the part art that I don't know if I read it that with that Hollywood style. Um, that one quote from Saving Private Ryan, earn it. What does it say? Ryan, earn it. Tom Hanks grabs Matt Damon. Does he grab him? I don't know if he does. I think this is about to die. That's a way to scar him really quick. If you do that line to anybody, if you go out into the street and you just grab someone and you go, earn it. And you go, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And you go, I don't know, man. You earn it. That's what you do. And you go, oh, all right. If a homeless guy did that to you, you go, wow, this is wild. If a police guy, woman, did that to you, earn it. You go, what the fuck am I supposed to earn? That would be something. That would be weird. It's possible. Earn it. And the reason I bring up Saving Private Ryan is that it's apparently there's a YouTube clip. It's called Top 10 Dos Ex Machina Moments, but it's a picture of Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan right before he blows up all of the Germans, or the as he's fending people off, and it's the wrong movie. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen Ex Machina, so maybe there's a reference in there to it. How could I know? Man. All right. What are some great The Godfather, which I've seen, but they hyped it up too much that I couldn't pay attention. I was just going, this is a good movie, and I couldn't pay attention to it. The Godfather quotes. Here we go. They've got that. Marlon Brando has that mouthpiece, so he's got that. I don't know what he sounds like. What is that? What is the what's the Marlon Brando sort of impression here? Yeah. I'm not gonna try it, but that's kind of his panting maybe, because he's got that thing, whatever. So the friend should always underestimate your virtues, and an enemy overestimate your faults. Okay, gotcha. All right. Did Don Corleone really say revenge is a dish best served cold? That seems like a very motherly, or yeah, a very snarky thing to say is to go, Re- revenge is a dish best served cold. Oh, wow. Who says that, by the way? I remember people saying that as a kid, and I thought that's we're too old for that. Just the fact that we're aware that it's a phrase, I mean that's that we should not say it. I think it's a good thing if you come up with it by yourself. These ideas that are really cliche, but if you come up with it, that means something. If you hear someone else say it and then you use it, doesn't mean shit. But if you come up with your own way of, tying your own shoes and no one showed you, you go, wow, I did that. If you use sayings like that, revenge is a dish best served cold. You don't deserve credit for. You don't get that power behind it. That's the way to do it. You go, oh wow, oh that's the saying. Oh hey, look at me. Wow 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 wow. Yeah, wow. There's a song I can't get out of my mind. Math in the bathroom. Yeah. All right. Michael in the bathroom. Ooh, I don't know. That sounds a little bit like it. Uh, I'm gonna head off now. Yeah, I'll see you.